What's going on, guys? Welcome along to another video. It's a beautiful day, so I thought I'd come outside and make this video rather than doing it inside at the computer. I'm going to title this video something along the lines of "It's a PCP or not." And now I say that because the GSA, I've had this, what we're saying, about 25, 26 months. In September, my PCP is up. Now this is a 2019 plate. I'm not sure if I can re-PCP. So the question I'm going to kind of put to you guys to help me out is, do I keep this and refinance it, probably HP? Let me know below if I can PCP or not. Or do I go and buy something new and PCP that? So hence why, is it PCP or not? Well, we're down on the kind of Jurassic Coast area, so let's go and enjoy this road. Find somewhere to stop and grab some lunch. Yeah, so when I got this bike, obviously second hand, I had around 8,000 miles on it, and I took it out on a 30-month PCP contract. It's now just ticked over 14,000, and granted, there's not a whole lot in the time frame that I have had it, but because of the channel, I tend to ride a lot of other people's bikes, i.e. the dealers. But this year I definitely want to start doing some more touring and some more kind of camping style videos, so that mileage is going to go up. And when I was speaking to one of these salesmen, he said the kind of upper bracket of mileage is around kind of 18,000 is what they would like to take in as part exchange for something else. And so actually in the back of my mind, being at 14,000+ right now, knowing I want to do some more tours, is how much is that going to go up? But come September, how much is the bike going to be worth in its PCP exchange? And I say, whether do I just keep it, get something else that's kind of middle tier, doesn't have to be brand new, or do I go for something completely rogue, something like the Vosges 900 DSX? Now I'll pull something like that out because I believe I'm going to have about £9,500 left on this to pay off, or obviously to refinance. I think the bike's going to be worth a little bit more than that, so hopefully I'll have enough to pay off the finance and have a little bit of something for deposit. So where do I put that deposit? I've really enjoyed my time with this bike. I've taken it off-road, which most people don't. I've dropped it a lot. I've got a lot of accessories on the bike and a lot of actually lone rider bags, which I love. And actually somewhat semi-problem is lone rider don't do the brackets and the base plates etc. for all the other bikes out there. So if I was going to sell this and I did want to take like my motor case with me, I'd have to look at what bikes they cover to what one I could get, and obviously that would narrow the field, because I know half of them are the 1200, the 1250 and the 1300 GSAs. Let me just take a second to appreciate the Jurassic Coast. I went straight down to Weymouth and now I'm banging it west towards West Bay, and that's where I'm going to stop and have some lunch. So when I just think about like the Vosges versus this, money wise they'd be about the same. The only difference is the Vosges I could PCP because it's brand new, and this, like I said, I reckon I'd probably have to HP, so I'd have to end up paying more, but then at the end of it, it would be paid off. It is nice having vehicles that are paid off. It's just one less expense come payday, so then you get a little bit more money in your pocket. And like I said, I've enjoyed my time with this bike, so I don't mind the idea of HPing it, paying it off, and having a debt-free motorcycle bike in the garage. Probably not that it would stay debt-free garage for long, because in the back of my mind I'd also like to do some more off-roading. And although I have taken this bike off-road, it is not the ideal bike. She's big, she's heavy, cumbersome. To pick her up when I've come off, which I come off every time I go off-road, is hard work. I do have knobblies on it at the minute. I've got Dunlop Trailmax Raids, and now the problem is they're starting at the rear anyway, starting to square off, because I've not done as much off-road as I'd like. I do a lot more road riding versus off-road. Bike's in next week or the week after its MOT, so I'm looking at changing those to Dunlop Trailmax Missions, so I can still do a little bit of hard packed off-road in the summer, but then better handling on the road. Now for me, just handing the bike back and not getting anything is not an option. whether I have the channel or not, doesn't matter. I will always have a motorbike. I love riding, so there's going to be at least one bike in the garage for me, just so you can appreciate the road a little better. Let's say the things I do for you guys. You better like and subscribe right now. Make this worth it. Oh, go on then. That's better. I'm just curious, for those of you that have been in this kind of PCP conundrum, what did you do? Did you choose to stick, or did you choose to swap? Listen to that exhaust. Whoa, yes. I thought, sod's law that I just cleaned the screen. We'll go through and there'll be a wet patch and the car will spray all over the screen again. So I'm just going to drop back. Like, I know 14,000 miles is nothing for these engines. The only bit that actually concerns me a little bit is how much it would be worth. See, you may think the road goes straight. It does not. Yeah, it's just how much will the bike be worth after. These 6 months of extra tour and extra riding I'm gonna do. Go on, just appreciate it. This is a lovely road. Just in the summer, you need to be mindful. Police do hang around here quite a lot. Don't mind me. Just get the thumbnail photo. Little video for Peaky Biker. Because I want to do some more off-roading this year, that's why I thought about maybe swapping this in for something different, like a Vosges, but then not take that off-road, try and get something else for off-road. But on the flip side, I could keep this, I could just put straight road tyres on, so don't need to worry about off-road at all, and then maybe get like a Vosges 300 or a Honda CRF 300, something that I can do green lane in, take me around a little bit, but much lighter to pick up and throw around, and just have more fun off-road. Now, I have actually taken out the Vosges 900 DSX, and for that 9,000 price point, you get a hell of a lot of bike. I think if you don't want the bags, the panniers, you can choose to just get the rack in, and it's like another 500 quid cheaper, like 8.5 grand. But specs wise, that thing seriously hits the mark. Like, we say that Honda's new CB1000 at 8,999 is good. It's good for a top tier manufacturer. Reality is that bike's got nothing on it. It's got a 5-inch CFT, a couple of rider modes, and that's it. Just Honda reliability to back it up. And that's the problem with these Chinese bikes coming through, is at the minute in the UK there's just not that reliability to back them up. In a few years it might be completely different. Obviously, CF Moto, you cannot get hold of a 450 MT. They've done extremely well this year, but they are linked with KTM. Obviously KTM having problems. We don't know how CF Moto are going to do in the future. Vosges is linked with BMW, so they're not going anywhere at the minute. The company that make the Vosges engine, I think it's Linson, something like that. They've been in the business for decades. They make something like 2 million engines a year or bikes a year. So I feel like there's a little bit of reliability behind them. Like I said, it's just not in this country. It's not been around long enough. So do I just stick with this? The old girl. I know what work it's had done in the last 2.5 years. I'm getting some more work done in a few days on its MOT. It's just nice to have that little piece back in the back of your mind, knowing how the bike has been treated, at least for the last 25 months. Oh, 2 o'clock. It's definitely some lunchtime. Let me know below, what do you reckon I should do? I'd appreciate you sticking around to the end of this video. Give it a thumbs up. More importantly, subscribe to the channel, because we've got plenty of videos coming for the rest of the year. Well, there's nothing else to say, but thank you very much. Until the next one, ride safe.